This is the white man that is bringing slavery back to Nigeria, making girls drink their and eat their and on some occasions, he makes them eat his own. You know what? I've been sitting on this story for a while now because I don't know, like, how do you tell this story? How? Some months back, a young lady reached out to me to just dump this on me. She is like, I have to tell you something. I feel ashamed, I feel bad, but this man has been doing this to a lot of girls and I am one of his victims. So according to the first girl, because I spoke to two girls with who has met this white man and who are quote unquote victims to this white man per se, it depending on what you want to describe as victim in this situation. But basically, they met this white man on a dating site, and eventually this white man, Mr. Michael, would chat with them and develop a relationship with them. Now this man shuttles the London and Nigeria and goes to other country. I think he's one of those men that is hired to fix roads. He's into construction. So whenever he comes to Nigeria, somewhere in the northern part of Nigeria per se, those Abuja Azis, to be clear, he would spend time with some of these girls. And the nature of his dealings with these girls are very critical. I can't even explain it, but this is what I know and this is what they said. Basically, it starts off being friendly, the chat, and eventually, obviously he's a white guy, and obviously these young girls will see him as a cash grab. They did admit that, okay, this looks like a good source of income because they do come from low income family. And when they start discussing into that aspect of having a relationship with this man that would involve some transactions, the man would then bring out a deal for them, some kind of 50 Shades of Grey kind of document, telling them that, okay, if you want us to be in a relationship, this is what it's going to be like. You're going to tattoo your name on a specific part of your body and write owned by Master Michael. And these tattoos were made on these girls. They did it themselves because he gave them money to do it.
This is the tattoo he chose for me, owned by Master Michael.
He also gave them money to buy a nose ring like his in between the nose, and they seem to also do it. Now, these are his conditions to be in a relationship, and I think that is the first step. Once they are done with the tattoo, they show it to him, and they are now officially in only God knows what relationship. But it doesn't end with the tattoo. It doesn't just end with the tattoo. It gets so much darker, as you can already imagine. I will tell the story, but I will be careful because I don't want to be flagged. I don't want this video to be taken down. And I also don't want to cash a lawsuit. That is why I'm covering his face. So if you already know him, you know him. If you heard of him, maybe you know it. So let's keep it going. But before we continue, the World Cup final is tomorrow on Sunday, and it's going down on 1xBet. Can you predict who is going to win? Because people are cashing out. Could also win free bets, prize money up to $50,000. All you have to do is predict who is going to win. If you haven't registered on 1xBet, use our promo code TCD. Click the link on our bio or in the comment section. Our promo code gives you 600,000 Naira bonus on your first deposit so you can place more bets. Find the World Cup Win 26 page and click Take Part to place your bets. Now let's go back to our story. So basically, after they're done tattooing the owned by Master Michael on their body, they send him the picture. If he's not in Nigeria, the conversation continues, and then the relationship starts, obviously, and the girls will start the billing. You know how Nigerian girls can be when it comes to billing. However, this man has it in for them, because there is a shocking twist to this story that you will not even... The ending of the story will shock you. I'm betting my money that if it does not shock you, please unfollow me. Please unfollow. So when they start their relationship, usually to get off, he will make them film themselves going to the bathroom in a plate or in a cup, and they'll film themselves devouring whatever they have put out in that plate or in that cup and sent to him. That is what he makes them do. Now, the few occasion or the only part of the story, because it's the second girl that told me the story. Apparently the second girl I spoke with is the first girl that met the man that introduced the first girl I spoke with. I know you guys to be. So okay, let me just put it this way. The first girl I spoke with met the white man through the second girl. So the second girl is the main chick, while the first girl is the side chick, in order of speaking with me. Now, the one time he came to Nigeria, he spent time with the second girl, and they were in a hotel, and somewhere in the hotel, only God knows what they were doing, but this is where the first girl comes in. The white man tells the girl, the first girl, that what's up? You have a friend that you can bring over, let's do, a threesome and stuff like that. And the girl's like, yeah, I know somebody. And that was when they brought the second girl. And she comes to the hotel, and in the hotel, he will make them dress like a Harriet Tubman. He will make them, start acting like those slave movies we used to see. He will tie them up, he will chain them, he will beat them, he will flog, those BDSM kind of thing that is slave master themed. That was what he was doing with these people. On one occasion, the girls let me know that he made them do the bathroom thing in his presence and let them both exchanged, I just imagine it. He'll make them, this one went to the bathroom in a plate, this one went in the bathroom in a plate, and it was like, you guys cannot exchange your plates and you can now eat the food. Then in one of the conversations, he said, no, the girl said that he offered to, he asked them if he could go to the bathroom on them, like the Dubai potty party. He asked offer, but the girl claimed that he did not let it happen. So I wasn't there, but she, who is telling me the story, said he asked for them to go to the bathroom in their mouth, but they refused to let it happen. So that is that. Now, this is where, and this is the problem that the girls are currently having, and I think that is why they reached out to tell this. Now, remember, they have a deal. They have a whole 50 Shades of Grey kind of agreement in this relationship. Part of what the girls said and part of their frustration was whenever they are ready to opt out, that they can, that he's going to give them a certain amount of money when they are ready to leave and they can go their way. Now, when the maltreatment and the dehumanization and the terrible things that he was making them do for only God knows what became a thing that they were tired of, one of the girls said she requested to end it, and it was time for her to end her contract, which means the white man will send her a certain amount of money to clean the tattoo and, maybe as payment for the relationship. Is unclear, but this is a problem here. The man didn't meet up to his own end of the agreement. He will now block them from the social media platforms that they are chatting with, leaving these girls to feel basically useless with a tattoo. One had a tattoo on the back, one had it on the leg, and just basically realizing that they did all of those terrible, horrifying, disgusting things for nothing. The most money they got from him was the money they used to do the tattoo, and from what I heard, it's about 800k basically, because they will do the tattoo and he will give them money for cream, and once in a while give them something, and you know how they give breadcrumbs. So basically these girls were thinking that they will keep up with the things that this man needs and wants up until whenever they can't again, they will now opt out with hopes of getting the payout. But that payout never came and they never got the money. On a few occasions, the girl threatened to expose him because he will send them his pictures. So they have some of his, they have his pictures, and one of them have his private pictures and stuff. They only sent one to me, which maybe go to our Telegram. Maybe I might post it there. So I don't know. Here is the thing, and here is what the girl told me, and this is the shocking part of the story, because I kept asking something. Wait, since the man came to Nigeria, did you guys ever sexually do anything with this man? Did this man do anything with you guys directly? And they both have the same answer: no. That they spent multiple nights in a hotel room with this man, but the man didn't touch them in a sexual way, except for the dehumanizing things that he was into. And I was like, oh, that's weird, but why didn't he do that? I thought he was sexually aroused. Was he getting off on this? And that was when the girl was like, no, the man is gay. Say what? This man, Mr. Michael, is not into women. He likes men. And I was like, why was he then doing it to you people? And she said that the man may have. I might have to check our conversation again, but I remember she may have said something like the man just enjoys treating women like this. That is what he likes doing. Ugh. Yeah, guys, so that is the Netflix documentary story I was getting ready to tell, but since Netflix is not coming, I might as well just do it here. Finally gotten the story out of my chest. I can now hopefully move on. Also, don't forget our movie Day of the Games Night is still showing on YouTube. Go check it out on Red Moon TV.